Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to Predatory Exotics. Now we are here at London Zoo and we are outside the reptile house. Now of course this is going to be a separate video to the other one we're making of actually going around the zoo.
Oh, I can't wait to go in here, look at it. It's a massive old building. We can already start to see the enclosure in here. They're going to have stuff that we've never seen before, we're never going to be able to get. Can't wait to show you guys all the stuff that's going to be inside.
So we're going to put on our masks and head on in. Let's go. Now, of course, we do just want to let you know that it is going to be quite loud in here. I will be putting subtitles over what we're saying, just so you guys can hear what we are saying. But as you know, this is a public zoo. There's lots of people in here, lots of noise.
It's a very old building, so it's echoing a lot, and we've got the masks on, so you just have to listen to us.
We will do our best.
So we've got the king cobra, the largest venomous snake in the world. Look at that, it's got the largest yield of venom for any snake. If this thing bites you, it's going to mess up your day. You can see the head there stretches all the way around. These can be up to like 10 foot long.
So behind us here we've got the water monitor. Now this is actually a great example of the kind of enclosures that we're going to be wanting to do for you guys. Eventually in the future it would be amazing to work on some kind of project along this line and along this size as well. Awesome spiny-tailed iguana. As you can see, he's probably just chilling out, enjoying the weather.
So here we've got the skink. These are really popular in Australian pet collections. You can see in there, it's just a small species of skink from Australia. Obviously with the Australian pet regulations, it's hard to get imported over.
So behind me here we've got the Jamaican boa. As you can see, this guy has some amazing colours, especially towards the end of his tail. Hopefully the camera picks it up. It's kind of a reflective blue and green and it just looks so nice.
So we've got the Doomrul's boa. This is a lesser known boa species in the pet hobby. It's from Madagascar, and as you can see they've got an awesome pattern, completely different to normal boa constrictors. This is going to help them blend in with all these leaves. They've got a nice naturalistic enclosure. Really hope to get one of these one day. The electric blue dwarf day geckos. This is a male, the females are a brown colour. They're really expensive in the pet hobby, but just look at the colour of that, that is incredible for a gecko. You can see it right at the back, but we've got the reticulated python. This is the longest snake in the world. They can reach up to 28 feet in length. It is rare, but these things are absolutely massive, a lot longer than the anaconda. Most people think that's the biggest. No, the retic is the longest snake in the world.
So just behind me I've got a Chinese crocodile lizard. As you can tell by its tail, it similarly represents that of a crocodile. This is where they get the name from, and look how cool that guy is.
Here we've got the Mexican beaded lizard. These are venomous species of lizard. They are truly venomous. They're similar to the Gila monster, which we've talked about before. But look at them, there's 3 of them at the back. If these do bite you, I said they're venomous. It's going to cause necrosis of your tissue, possibly dead flesh. It's unlikely you're going to die from it, but these are one of my personal favourite species.
Snake-necked turtle. Look at this guy and how much his head represents that of a snake. Definitely a cooler species that you wouldn't really see anywhere else. Alright, now one of my personal favourites, if not the favourite, we have got the crocodiles. Now, of course, as you guys know, I am really wanting a dwarf cayman.
This is actually the Philippine crocodile. This is an endangered species of crocodile, so it's really good they've got them sort of in here and possibly setting up a captive breeding program for them.
As you can see, look how cool this guy is. Now, I'm a big fan of crocodiles, and I think they are one of the coolest species in the reptile world. Being any kind of prey or along those lines, you would not notice this guy just wading in the water, as a deer or anything like that will come into the drinking zone and they're going to get mashed up by one of these guys.
As you saw, I got a little bit excited there. I know we saw the beaded lizard. I thought the Gila monster would be with them. But look right here, we have the Gila monster, another venomous species of lizard. I can't wait to get one of these one day. Just look at the colours. That orange and pink is incredible. So here we have the largest amphibian in the world. It's the Chinese giant salamander. I don't know if you can see how well camouflaged it is, but that's its head in the crack of the rock.
That's its eye right there, and this is its whole face. This guy is huge.
I thought salamander was an axolotl.
Axolotls are salamanders that don't actually metamorphose into the land-dwelling salamanders. So you can see here it's still got all the gills on it, so it breathes underwater rather than developing its lungs. So we've got the cayman lizard here. These get nice and big, and look at the coloration on it. That massive red head combined with the green body. These feed on mostly snails and insects in the wild, but again it's a type of monitor, so it's going to eat pretty much whatever it can get its hands on. Look at that, it's just incredible. Semi-aquatic. They've got this nice big aquatic bit at the front and then the land bit at the back. They are an incredible species. These are one of my favourite viper species. It's actually the sidewinder. These things live in sort of North America, places like that, where they go down the desert dunes sideways. That's why they're called the sidewinder. But the camouflage is incredible on these snakes.
Alright, so I want you guys to see if you can spot this animal. This animal that I'm looking forward to getting is just behind us. There's actually two in here. And as you can tell, there's three. That's how good their camouflage is. Can you spot this species? Look how cool. So this is the mossy frog. Now this is one of the frogs that I personally want to keep in the future. I think they look awesome, and as you can tell, they've done a really good job with creating this kind of environment for them.
This is the sort of setup we want to do. It's a semi-aquatic setup. You can see the third frog in the water. Their defense mechanism, if they're scared or threatened, they'll jump into the water, and you can hardly spot them against that moss. So here we've got the black-headed python. It's a python species from Australia. If you look at it, it's got the banded coloration down its body. And it's got that jet black head. They'll actually poke the jet black head out of the rocks. This means it can absorb the most heat and warm up their whole body without them having to expose their whole body to predation.
So behind me here is one of the species we're actually considering getting in the next couple bites that we're looking at. This is the African bullfrog. This guy, as you can see, is huge. Now this guy is the second largest species of frog that we can get out there, and this guy will eat anything that moves in front of him. It is a cool thing to watch. We have just spotted something that we actually personally own. We have a different version of Norris behind us, the spur-thighed tortoise.
So in this enclosure we've got the inland taipan. It's actually the most deadly snake in the world. If this thing bites you, you're probably dead, to be honest. As it says on the sign, it's going to kill you in 45 minutes. That's if you're a healthy adult. If you've got anything wrong with you, this is going to kill you quicker than you can even get to a hospital.
Alright guys, so we are here at the Dragon's Lair. Now this is the separate part in the London Zoo that has the Komodo dragons inside it.
Really cool. It looks like they've got a couple different enclosures we'll show you in a second. We can already see the Komodo dragon. I'm really excited, can't wait to show you guys.
These guys are a really cool animal, and as you can see down at this diagram, kind of things that these guys are eating. We've got buffalo, we've got crocodile. These guys are a vicious species.
Michael monitors, they're just going to eat.
They will take you down.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get into it. I'm going to show you some of these Komodo dragons. Oh mate.
Record a little bit. So I don't know if you can see behind, we've got the Komodo dragon. It's one of the largest lizards in the world, I think it's second largest behind the crocodile monitor.
These guys are beasts. This thing is huge.
It's one of the venomous lizards, so if this does bite you, it's going to envenomate you with its bottom jaw, and it's going to take a long time to take effect. This is how they take down buffalo in the Komodo Islands. They'll bite them, then trap them, and wait for the venom to take effect.
Such a cool sight to see. They're huge!
Always.
So we just saw the little one, but look at the size of these guys. These are absolutely huge. These guys are probably older than us, and they're going to survive till we're gone, definitely.
No chance that you'll be picking one of these guys up anytime soon. They're huge.
So they are the largest species of tortoise in the world. They're from the Galapagos Islands because they're called the Galapagos tortoise. Easy 150 to 200 years old. They're huge.
Just zoom in on some poop.
So, as you guys have just seen, we had the tour of the reptile house here at London Zoo.
Yeah, it was so amazing. We got to see stuff that we couldn't even imagine we saw.
Stuff we've never even heard of before, which was cool to see. But, so this is going to be the first video, and there's actually going to be a part 2 to this being released next week, and that is going to be us looking at the rest of the animals in the London Zoo and giving you guys a bit of a tour.
So we hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully we do some more zoo episodes. See some different zoos around the country, take you on tours, because I think that'd be great for you to see, especially if you can't get to them yourself.
And don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe to this channel. But for us right now, it's time to go look at the rest of the animals. So we'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.